Welcome to the Fantasy Addiction Network. Today we're talking Week 15 recap of the Browns-Cardinals game. Final score in this one, Cardinals 38, Browns 24. Browns had slight playoff hopes going into this one, and now they're even slimmer now, but they're still theoretically still alive. But it's looking like a lost season for the Browns that had a lot of promise to start the season. Kyler Murray looked pretty good in this one, but didn't get many touchdowns for you if you started him, so that definitely depressed the scoring output for Kyler Murray. But we'll start with the Browns side of the ball. Looking at Baker Mayfield, he went 30-43 for 247 yards in this one, 2 touchdowns and 1 INT. The interception was a pass that Odell easily could have scored a touchdown on, but Baker just way overthrew him, went right to Patrick Peterson's hands in the first quarter. Other than that, Baker Mayfield pretty sharp in this one, just not doing enough to keep the Browns alive. Nick Chubb had a really good run and was overall just performing really well in this game. 17 carries on the ground for 127 yards and a touchdown. Also had 3 receptions for 21 yards. Kareem Hunt continues to get it done in PPR. Been ultra consistent over the past couple weeks. Only 4 carries on the ground for 14 yards, but 8 of 9 for 62 yards on this one. So again, that just leads to a really nice PPR day. Since he's come back in week 10, he hasn't scored less than 11 points in PPR, so he just continues to keep that really nice floor for you. Hasn't blown up either, but he's been a great flex play. Odell Beckham having the better day in this one between him and Landry. He had 8 receptions on 13 targets for 66 yards. Had like that one end zone play where it should have easily been a touchdown, but Baker just overthrew him, so it could have been a much nicer day for Beckham. Landry really disappointing in this one, 5 for 8 for only 23 yards. And then Cardinals continuing their inability to defend the tight end position in the end zone. Ricky Seals-Jones with 3 catches on 4 targets for 29 yards and 2 touchdowns. So that definitely helped you in DFS if you had the guts to start Ricky Seals-Jones. Well, let's look at the Cardinals side of the ball. Again, Kyler Murray, 19 of 25, so really sharp in this one. Not too many errant throws. He did have 1 interception, but total of 219 yards and a touchdown. Also had 8 carries on the ground for 56 yards, including 1 really long run. Murray looking good in this game, but again, the touchdowns didn't come because they all went to Kenyon Drake on the ground. For those of you that benched him, I'm sorry. Drake had been doing pretty poorly over the last couple of weeks, and he decided he was just saving up all of his fantasy production for this one game. And if you went against Kenyon Drake, I'm also sorry. That's just bad luck in fantasy. 22 carries on the ground for Drake, 137 yards and 4 touchdowns, 1 reception and 9 yards. Just monster of a day. Kenyon Drake is going to be the best running back on the week. Nothing else. David Johnson, 3 carries for 6 yards, no touches for Chase Edmonds. Just all Kenyon Drake this game. That depressed the receiving stats as well. Christian Kirk with 1 carry and 28 yards, 4 catches on 5 targets for 33 yards. Not much going on there. Damiere Byrd looking all right in this one, 6 for 6, 86 yards. Nobody started him, but something to keep an eye on. Larry Fitzgerald just continued to wane, 3 catches on 5 targets for 42 yards. And then Dan Arnold with the 1 touchdown. He only had 1 catch on 1 target for 6 yards, but it was for a score. And then nothing really from Charles Clay in the tight ends. He had 1 catch, 2 targets for 18 yards. So overall, really just running back centric game. Kenny Drake, Nick Chubb with a nice day. You'll take what you got from Kareem Hunt and Odell. Baker had a nice day. Kyler Murray could have had much more, but if you started any of those guys, you're at least you didn't get duds. But if you started Landry or Kirk, you're probably pretty disappointed. So we'll continue looking at this going forward. The Browns play the Ravens next week, so that will be a pretty interesting one to make choices on. We'll delve into that more. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll continue to post our recaps and use this analysis to craft the best lineups for us in Week 16. We'll see you guys in the next video.